You're paying an arm and leg for them, so the best foldable phone should have pretty good cameras, right? That's why I want to see the capabilities of the two newest foldables on the scene. Luckily, Apple hasn't released a foldable iPhone yet, so there won't be any biases here. This is 200 photos with the Google Pixel 9 Pro Fold and the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6. Both of these phones boast impressive camera setups, and I love the extra utility they offer over your standard slate, like being able to use their better rear cameras for selfies, or like how I'm able to see myself on their outer screens while vlogging. I just reviewed the Pixel 9 Pro Fold, and it's known for its computational photography skills, and it's armed with powerful zoom capabilities. Its triple camera system consists of a 48 megapixel main, 10.5 megapixel ultra-wide, 10.8 megapixel telephoto with 5x optical zoom, and 10 megapixel selfie cameras. Meanwhile, the Galaxy Z Fold 6 is similar with its 50 megapixel main, 12 megapixel ultra-wide, 10 megapixel telephoto with 3x optical zoom, 10 megapixel outer screen selfie, and a 4 megapixel inner screen selfie cameras. As always, we took all 200 photos with both phones at the same time and then previewed them on a monitor. That way we can see side by side to pixel peep all the differences. This isn't scientific proof, it's subjective, so let me know in the comments who you'd hand the win to. I will tell you that their main cameras are superb, but in these shots, the Pixel gets my vote mainly for its brighter picture and warmer colors. The Z Fold 6 isn't too shabby either, especially when it captures just as good details with the crest and pillars on the front of the building. Although it's hard to see in the shots, the Pixel 9 Pro Fold has a slightly wider 127-degree field of view with its ultra-wide camera, while the Z Fold 6 is 123 degrees. I can barely notice here, but I will say that you have to really zoom into some of the details to see that the Z Fold 6 looks sharper. Just take a peek at the planter next to the front door. There's more clarity from the Z Fold 6. This one's interesting because when I look quickly, their dynamic range performance almost looks similar. The sky isn't too overexposed, while the green leaves pop out to give the shots better contrast. But it's when I look into the middle of the tree on the Z Fold 6 where the shadows are boosted to better make out the leaves. Look fast and it might seem similar, but side by side I can see the warmer color tones with the Pixel 9 Pro Fold. It does add a little bit of saturation, but it's vivid without losing too much detail. But again, this could come down to personal preference. If you take a lot of selfies, I always recommend their outer screen selfie cameras. They're much better than the inner screen ones. Between them, it's clear that the Galaxy Z Fold 6 does a better job with portrait selfies. The Pixel clearly cuts out a portion of my colleague's eyeglasses, while the Z Fold 6 identifies it correctly. There's also more definition around Richard's face, like his scruff and hairline. If you absolutely need to use their inner screen selfie cameras, I'd go with the Pixel 9 Pro Fold. The problem with the Z Fold 6 is that it's an under-display camera, so the image comes out much softer and has these weird artifacting elements when you zoom into the image. And if you want the best selfies, do what I do. Use their rear cameras paired with their outer screens. I really love the Pixel 9 Pro Fold here for several reasons. Not only does it dramatically brighten up Richard's face, but the amount of definition around his face is more apparent. I'll say this about their telephoto cameras. The one with the longer optical zoom lens usually has the inherent advantage. However, I'm really surprised by how close it is here. We captured these shots of the clock tower. The Pixel 9 Pro Fold gets you closer with its 5x optical zoom camera versus the Z Fold's shorter 3x zoom one. When I crop into the shot, I'm actually surprised that the Z Fold 6's image looks sharp and clear. There's a little noise in the shadows, but the Pixel 9 Pro Fold applies a bit too much softening to mitigate the noise. When we switch to their max zooms, 20x with the Pixel and 30x zoom for the Z Fold, Google is clearly doing a better job with its image processing algorithms because the sign is visibly sharper. The only reason why I like the Z Fold 6 here in these panoramic shots is because of how it's brighter overall. The shadows get crushed in the Pixel's panel, like the trees almost look dark, whereas the Z Fold's lower contrast shot brings out the details in the trees in the far background. Historically speaking, I've found Samsung to be better at low light, but Google has stepped it up with its entire Pixel 9 lineup, and the Pixel 9 Pro Fold doesn't disappoint. In this nearly dark room with a plant on the shelf, the Pixel 9 Pro shot looks brighter. Not only the plant itself, but also the wooden shelf it's on. And when I zoom into the plant itself, I could see more fine details with the Pixel. Really, I gotta give Google credit here because I wasn't expecting the Pixel 9 Pro Fold to beat the Galaxy Z Fold 6. You could say Samsung's been largely complacent with its foldables for the last few years, and now it's more evident here. Both phones deliver great results, but if quality is what you're after most, then go with the Pixel 9 Pro Fold. What do you guys think? Are you also surprised that Google came out on top? Let me know in the comments below. Remember to watch all of our Pixel and Samsung videos on the channel, and don't forget to follow us on social @TomsGuide. I'm John V, and I'll see you soon.